Yellarigu Namaskara, Dr. Sushma Hosur here, your neighborhood medical genie. I'm an intern at Wuhan University School of Medicine, China. I'm shooting this video sitting in Guangzhou. Today is my fourth day of quarantine and I have 3 more days left to travel to Wuhan, where I'll have to quarantine for another 7 days. I know a bit of a hectic journey, but it's all worth it. A lot of you have requested me to post a video about my travel, what I did, and how I went about it. So let's get started. There are different routes to travel to China, but I specifically chose via Colombo due to my own priorities. My major criteria being check-in luggage. Sri Lankan Airlines fortunately allowed 40 kgs check-in with 7 kgs handbag, which I desperately needed. My batchmates and I were a group of 50 students from Wuhan University who reached Guangzhou 3 days ago, and we went through an agency named Pragati Travels. I have already mentioned about them in my previous video. We approached this agency in the second week of September and they helped us book tickets from India to Guangzhou via Colombo. This entire package, it costed around 1.35 to 1.37 lakhs per head. For me, it was 1.35 because I stayed for only 3 nights, 2 days, while the rest of my batchmates stayed for 3 nights, 4 days and costed them around 1.37 lakhs. This package includes Sri Lankan visa, health insurance in Sri Lanka, pick and drop services at Colombo, 2 itinerary tickets, that is from India to Colombo, Colombo to Guangzhou. They help you book from any state in India to Colombo. Do not worry about that. Then stay and 3 meals a day. Most importantly, 2 RT-PCRs from 2 different labs using 2 different reagents as per the guidelines of Chinese Embassy of Sri Lanka. Last but not the least, they will guide you throughout this journey. They will help you at every step whenever you need them. So I genuinely thank Pragati Travels for helping me and my batchmates get through this journey very smoothly. I have linked their contact down in the description box. Please do check it out. Instant food. This is going to save your life during your quarantine, especially for vegetarians. It's not like you'll not get vegetarian food, but we as Indians, we like spices, especially me. So I could not really get used to their vegetarian options over here. So I bought a lot of instant food. I'm going to show a few of them over here. This is MTR Chana Masala. All you have to do is open, you have a packet over here, sealed packet. You just have to dip it in hot water for 3 to 5 minutes and you're good to go. Then there is MTR 3-minute upma and poha available. You just have to pour hot water in this, leave it for 3 minutes and your breakfast is ready. It's nutritious, it's very tasty and it fills my stomach at least. So I bought quite a lot of these. Of course, noodles, spicy noodles has to be there in my list. So I would suggest you to get these cup noodles as per your flavor of choice. I love these. It's spicy vegetable flavor, so you guys can buy whatever you like. I would suggest you to carry quite some of these because you need to sustain for at least 14 days. For me, it's 14 days. I'm not sure how it is for you. Just check it out with your university if you'll have to quarantine for 7 days at your place as well. Then cereals, you need sweet, you need sugar, any day, anytime. This is one of the good things which I bought. This is MTR Rasam. Since I'm a South Indian, it's my go-to meal. But North Indians, you can drink it as soup. It's quite nice. I really liked it. You get all of these online or you can even go to D-Mart for it, wholesale markets. You get it at a pretty reasonable price. Last but not the least, khakra. I love khakra. They're different flavors. I bought like 3 to 4 packets of these. It's actually very nice. It's nice for a lively snack in the evening with tea. Secondly, GHC, applying for Green Health Code. I have already explained in detail in my previous video. Please do check it out in order to apply for your health declaration. Third, insurance. Your university will send you a link in order to apply for insurance. Please do buy it. You can use a MasterCard or you can use Alipay or WeChat in order to make a payment. It's pretty expensive over here if you don't have an insurance. So make sure you bought the insurance before you travel to China. Activating your international SIM package. It's important that you do it because in order to apply for Green Health Code in China, you need an active SIM number. Since you don't have Chinese SIM which is active, you will need an international roaming package to do the same. I'm sure all of you know this, but I'm just saying it because sometimes we do forget about things when we are under a lot of pressure. Make sure you've kept all your bank cards in your purse. check your passport, all the required documents, all the liquids in your check-in bag. You can carry sealed food packets in your cabin bag. I carried around one third of my quarantine food in my cabin bag. They do not allow any sort of home packed food like chapati or roti rolls in your cabin from Sri Lanka to China. Just making it very clear, from India they did allow me to carry, but from Sri Lanka it's not allowed. Last but not the least, the amount of cash you're supposed to carry. Honestly, your university is supposed to guide you through this, but I will give you an overall outlook as to how much you're supposed to carry. Any hotel in China, it would cost around 4,000 to 6,000 yuan, but just to be on a safer side, carry 7,000 yuan in your Visa card or Alipay or WeChat. Not all the hotels accept Visa card, so I would say, just to be on a safer side, have this amount in your Alipay or WeChat account. Secondly, cash in hand. I would suggest you to carry around 2000 RMB. In case you don't have access to WeChat or Alipay, then you'll have to carry the same amount in your hand. Even though it's a bit risky, you'll have to do it, because I don't know if your hotel which you get will allow you to pay through Visa card. Once you reach Colombo, you'll have somebody to pick you up and drop you at your respective hotels. My hotel name was Vajaya, and I am going to share a video from my balcony in the night. So I hope you like it. This is a view of the hotel from my balcony. As you can see, that's the dining area, this beautiful garden, swimming pool, and beach, which is the most attractive spot in this place. It's right beside the hotel. I don't think you can see it, but if you do, that's great. I'll be posting more pictures. There's also a railway line, as you can see, and here's the train. From your meals to RT-PCR stay, everything is taken care by Pragati Travels. I've already mentioned it before. Once you get your second RT-PCR report, you will have to apply for GHC using the same link as you used in India. There's another formality you'll have to complete in Sri Lanka. It is applying for Customs Health Declaration form. It's similar to GHC, but you get a black code. I will be linking it down below in the description box. It's pretty simple. You just have to scan the code in your WeChat, or you'll be getting a WhatsApp link by the Pragati Travels itself. They'll be posting it in the group. You'll have to fill in before you check in your luggages at Colombo. So quite simple procedure. You have to fill in all your personal details, but there's this one place where it asks your journey for the past 14 days. So for us, it was a bit problematic because it's not just Sri Lanka, we had to mention India as well. That was one major issue we had at the airport, but apart from that, it's pretty simple. In case you're having the same problem and it's not accepting only Sri Lanka, then please add India as well. Make sure you carry your N95 masks everywhere. If possible, wear gloves. And also keep these protein bars. These are my favorite protein bars. It's a max protein daily chocolate almond flavor. But you guys buy whatever you want. It's going to keep you full for like another 4 or 5 hours. I would suggest you to eat something at Sri Lankan airport because they don't provide meals in the flight. So you'll have to sustain for like 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. So once you land China, irrespective of the city, I'm assuming the procedure is going to be the same. But in Guangzhou, they sent us out of the flight in batches. So we were made to wait in a waiting area for around 30 to 40 minutes where we could charge our phones. And those who hadn't filled in their customs health declaration form in Sri Lanka, they had an opportunity to do it there. I would ask you all to install WeChat in Sri Lanka or once you reach China, because it's very important to have it. All your procedures happen through WeChat, and if you don't have it, it's going to be a mess. Wherever you go, you're sent in batches. It's around 10 to 15 people. First, they need to finish the verification of customs health declaration. Once you're done with the verification of customs health declaration, you're sent for an RT-PCR test. Here, it's just oropharynx and not nasopharynx. So that's actually a very good thing. After you finish your RT-PCR, you'll be guided to walk towards the immigration center where you just have to fill in the form and wait for your turn. Once you cross immigration, you'll just have to go collect your luggages. It's usually a bit wet because it's all completely sanitized. So if you walk in groups, let's say you have 10-15 people as a batch, they've separated you as a batch, then you will probably enter the same hotel. So that's actually a pretty good thing. Even if you don't get to stay in the same room, at least you know that your friend is right next to you and you really wouldn't feel alone. So I would suggest you to walk with your friends so that you really wouldn't feel lonely, and definitely you would not know which hotel you're taken to. You'll be asked to board a bus, keep your suitcases in the bus, and then you'll be taken to a different hotel. Each batch gets a different hotel. And once you enter the hotel, you'll have certain forms to sign. There are a lot of procedures. Just keep following their instructions. It's not that difficult. A small tip, try to speak in Chinese with them. They do appreciate your efforts and they will in fact put in more efforts to help you out. Most of the hotels, you will have people at the reception who speak in English. If not, they're always going to help you if you text them on WeChat. I'm reiterating the fact that you should have WeChat because a lot of procedures happen by scanning all the codes on your WeChat. For example, applying for Green Health Code in China, you don't necessarily need a Chinese number for it. You can use an Indian number. Make sure your SIM is internationally active. Sometimes you will not get an SMS. I didn't get it. I used my sister's number to get the OTP. You just need an OTP. Once you have applied for Green Health Code, it's going to be red in color because you're in quarantine, but they automatically upload your RT-PCR sample, which is taken on daily basis. Usually the hotel gives you a pamphlet, something like this. They'll give you clear instructions in Chinese as well as in English. Just follow them and you should be good to go. Not all hotels will allow you to order food or SIM. You'll have to inquire at the reception itself. If they do allow, you can order from Meituan. It shouldn't be a problem. Whatever it is, just inquire at the reception because every hotel has different rules. I am re-emphasizing on this fact. So make sure you inquire before you do anything over here. Another point is I would suggest you to go for a paid VPN. I know it's going to be a bit expensive. I think 3-4 people can share. Paid VPNs work better compared to free ones. Monster and Turbo VPN doesn't work anymore. It used to work before. Now it just doesn't work. A few VPNs which I use are Secure, ExpressVPN, go for Astral, NordVPN. They're pretty good as long as the connectivity of your Wi-Fi is good. You can choose your meal preferences over here. You can ask for a vegetarian meal. The best thing you can do is get your instant food and finish it off, or you get rasam powder or whatever sabji, curry that you would want to eat with rice. You can eat the rice over here. But if you're used to Chinese food, then well and good. You'll not really have any problem over here. After 2 to 3 days of your quarantine, inquire at the hotel your checkout time and how much you're supposed to pay. They usually inform you beforehand, but in case they haven't, please do inquire with them. You will have to book your train or flight tickets and tell them beforehand. You need to send them a screenshot of your booking so that they can help you arrange the transportation on that particular morning or evening. I hope this video helped you guys. Please like, share and subscribe. If you have any queries, you can drop down in the comment section below. I will be linking all important websites and contacts down below in the description box, which I found helpful during my entire journey. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. I've linked my Insta ID down below in the description box. Meanwhile, stay happy, stay healthy, stay tuned and ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.